Hello everyone, welcome to live QA number 19. Holding the guitar like this, looks very strange, so you can see it. Feels very strange anyway. How's everybody doing? Sorry, apologies for the delay, I was having a bit of problem with the audio as usual. Deep Lol asks, how was your day, Steve? I had a busy day today. Ali came round and we made 2 videos. We did one on bass and guitar, so we actually wrote a song together to show you how we did that. So bass players rejoice, you got a video coming for you soon. I just gotta do a lot of editing because it's about over an hour of video, maybe 2 hours of video when you think about it. Yeah, I'm just checking the levels there, sorry. And then we did another one. We did our top 5 math rock records of 2019. So that was a bit of fun too. So yeah, and we got a new Mountains song pretty much. So I've been working on that, and I'm going to show you a little sneak preview of that in a bit. What I've been working on. So Budor85 says he's working on album recordings right now. Very nice. Actually quite comfortable to play a guitar like this, the classical style. Probably can hear all the clicking down the microphone there. Yeah, so play the lick. What is the lick, Deep Lol? Oh, by the way, I've got, like I said last time, I think I mentioned the end of the last live stream, that I do have channel memberships finally, because I think you have to get 30k subscribers, but it takes a while to kick in. So I was able to make my own little emoji thing. So let's go through those. So we got so first we got this one, the Telecaster one, my logo. I made that one, and then you saw there I had the greeting. Hope you're doing well, as I usually say on my videos. I got this one, but I need to edit it because it's got a white background. This is calculator, and then the best one, we've got the American football house. So I only got access to 4 at the moment because I've got no one's joined the channel yet. So if you do join, I mean it's like $2 a month, and then you get like a little badge, and you can use these emojis, and just a bit to say thanks and support the channel a bit, but you don't have to, of course. So American football. Deep Lol. Yeah, lots of people say it like that. Yeah, so seems like this is a live QA, so fire away on the questions if you've got any. There's a few people coming in, so just waiting for everyone to get here. Any news on my end? I've been working on a lot of videos, so I did the if Christmas music was math rock, and actually that one got copyright claimed by Sony. Believe it or not, they managed to work out that apparently that was Santa Claus is coming to town, even though I played it completely different in a different key, and I played it with all tapping. Somehow they still managed to find it. So yeah, I'm currently sharing monetization on that one, so that's always fun. And then I did the top 5 math rock intros with Joel playing drums. That was a really good fun video. It's been in the works for a while, but that one, I hope you enjoyed that one if you've checked that one out. But I had good fun making that one. It was really fun learning those intros too. I'm going to plan, like I said, I'm going to plan to do more of those in the future. So, and Luke Davis asks, favorite math rock band? Don't really have a favorite. I tend to just float between a lot of them. These days, it's definitely listening to a lot of Delta Sleep and a band called Holding Patterns as well. If you check those out. So, thanks, Ben. Ben says he loves the channel. That's always lovely to hear. Thanks. And you may know I have some affiliation with Nuix. The company makes pedals and stuff like that, and they've sent me a bunch of stuff to check out this week. I've got in this lovely bag here is this nice fancy new wireless system they got coming out, so I'm going to check that out soon. The last one they sent me wasn't all that great, but let's see if this one's any better. But it's even got like a charging port and stuff on the outside, so look forward to trying that one out. And then here you can't see it, but they just sent me like a yeah, I'll try and get the camera down to it. I don't know if that's gonna work, but there is a board there, a Bumblebee board, and I've got a bunch of Nuix pedals on it. So I'm gonna be sorry about this. Oh my god, I'm gonna be doing a video for them fairly soon. I think I've messed up. Oh, now the focus has gone as well. Wow, I am really sorry. Come on, refocus. No. I need a new webcam. I need some funds for a new webcam. Come on, work. This is what you get for cheap Logitech webcams. Alright, sorry everybody, now you're gonna have unfocused unfocus me for the rest of the video. Wow, Jesus, there we go. Hopefully that will get better. Jeremiah asks, what do you think of the band Polovo? Yeah, they're good. I've not really listened to them too much, if I'm honest, so I really need to give them more of a listen to actually, give you any true opinion on them, if I'm honest. So. Deep Lol asks, thoughts on combining math rock with electronic focus genres such as future bass and hip hop? Never heard of future bass. That's a new one on me. Yeah, I'm totally down for that. I actually got the Arturia, Minilab Mark II MIDI keyboard. And I've been messing around with that and coming up with some beats and with some kind of grooves and stuff, and it's been really good fun, I must admit. So I'm all down for that. I'm not sure you can hear that, but that's the keyboard there for you. Yeah, I don't know if that came through. Let's have a look if that's coming through or not. I know you can't hear that. That's good then. I've still got Ableton open, so because I'm going to show you something today. Right, where's back to my screen? Yeah, you got to keep pushing boundaries and stuff with music, right? So, yeah, don't know. What are your thoughts on that kind of thing? So yeah, I think there's a few more people here now, so this is great. I'll show you what I've been working on. I did a track I called Iridium a few weeks ago, and I've been messing around with it. Let's see if I can get Ableton up here. Window capture 5. There we go. So yeah, here's my Ableton view, and see, I got 2 guitar tracks here, kind of a mono, well, it's in stereo, but then I doubled it up in the chorus sections here, and I have to come across here, and I've made a drum track for it as well. So unfortunately, before the video started, I was trying to get the audio from this to come into OBS, but I couldn't get it to do so. So what I've done instead, let's close that quickly, because this looks more fun to watch whilst you listen to the track, but I couldn't get that to work. So all I've done is exported it instead. Oh, and what's wrong with this camera? Yeah, I'm gonna need a new camera. Need to get one of those nicer ones. It just won't focus again. Jeez. Oh well, there's nothing I can do about that, right? Unless if I put my finger over the lens or something. I don't know. So yeah, we'll take a listen to that, if you don't mind, and tell me what you think. See what you're going. It's a bit rough at the moment, so let me know if it's too loud as well. Song. Like another chorus section. Sounds nice and wide stereo. Nice and full. Section. Not yet, sorry. Still chorus. Getting there soon. Thanks, Deep Love. This 2, 3, 4, 1. And it goes to 3, 4 here. Yeah, so there we have it. That's a demo of a new mountain song. It's going to be, well, I'm not sure if I'm going to call it Iridium, but that's the title it's got. The working title is Iridium. So I worked on that song today with Ali, actually, so he's got a bass part for that now. And I'm sure Joel can put a better drum track down than I did, but I think it sounded quite nice. Yeah. Yeah, so what did you think? What do you think to that, eh? Deep Loss says those bends were filled with such emotion. Damn, Damn, I legit teared up. Oh, thank you very much. No, nobody asked if I listened to Spoonian by Sleepy Dog. Yeah, I have. It's a good track. Yeah. What's it doing? Never really played like 6/8. I forgot how good it is. So that works really well at the end of that song there. So yeah, so I had fun writing that one. I'll try and make a video with that drum track at some point, perhaps next week. So I've got so much to work on. It's pretty nice to have this much material. Usually I'm like, oh, what to do next? So I got so many ideas. So that's great. So all right, what else to talk about? I'm waiting for some questions. Bodo says, sounded good, thanks. The guitar tone gave me some incandescent vibes. That's great. That's lovely to hear. Thanks. It's really cold today, so my hands are a bit chilly, so it's never that fun playing guitar when your hands are cold. Not giving myself any excuses, mind you. Anybody want to know anything? I'll try my best to help you out. Deep Loss is have you seen the Chica's new video? No, I just saw he posted it. Well, he posted it 12 hours ago, but yeah, it just shown up in my homepage thing. So and nobody says always has questions, but now I'm here. It's like it's forgotten. It's FUCK. Anybody getting any guitar gear for Christmas this year? Jeremiah asks, can you make a video showing chords? Well, I've got plenty of videos on chords. Yeah, when I do those chord videos, I try to keep them, like down to like 5 chords you need for something, I don't want to overwhelm people. And, the chords I use all the time, I've put in those videos. So definitely with the extended chords, with I always gravitate towards 9s, like extended 9 chords. You got the major 7 sound, or they're very subtly different. Sorry. I always get lost in the guitar there. Tips for counting out time signatures. None of us are too well versed in theory, but our rhythm always seems to jump erratically. Counting signatures. So, if you're just going to do standard time, then you don't really need to count it, just, feel it more than count it. I always do, if it's like an odd signature, then I'll count it at first, but then it just becomes, a feel, right? So I just, play it. It's hard to put this into words, but instead of like counting the rhythm, I'm just feeling, the time instead, where the changes are and stuff. But counting is just one thing when it comes to using odd time signatures in that way. So if you just want to learn, like, to say example like 5/4 or something, is just getting used to where that one is every time, right? So 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. Because finding the one's the most important thing. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. I do exercises like that where accent the 1 and then the 4 or the 3 in 5/4. They're very common patterns. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, and then count out loud at first. It helps, of course, and then internalize that basically later on. But you can also, so many things you can do with time signatures, because you could take like a 4/4 piece. Make it sound like it's an odd time by just subdividing the signature itself. So 1 and 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 1 2 3. And that's all just semiquavers. The 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. But 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. Listen to me count. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. But that equals up to a bar of 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 6 7 8 1 2 3 4. So 8. This is 12 semiquavers. That's how you can make something sound like it's an odd time signature. I mean, you could count that as, I'm playing a bar of 5/8, a bar of 3/8, and a bar of 4/8. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. If you got me. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5. But you could just look at that, you could just look at that as in 4/4, but just subdividing a 4/4 time signature instead. There's loads of videos on that kind of thing. I think I learned that kind of thing from probably a Adam Neely video or something like that. But that's some tips for counting time signatures and how you can subdivide like a time signature even into smaller chunks. Same with 5/4. You could do 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3. It's not 5/4 5/8. Sorry. 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2, and that equals up to 5, right? So 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2. So just think simple things like that. That will definitely help. So hopefully that helps you out with that. Somewhat. All right. Sorry. Someone said, Salamanca. That's a great name. He says he's getting a Squire Telly. Plus, I'm looking forward to jamming with it. Of course. New guitar day is always fun, right? So that's great to hear. Nobody asked best math rock bands to listen to. I like a lot of British math rock bands because that was my introduction into it, and from England, so listen to a lot of them. So if I recommend some British ones, listen to math pop. Listen to Colour. There's a band called Tube Lord. Check them out too. Another band called Blackfish. A band called Shapes as well. If you search for The Pasture, The Oil, I think it's called. Or Get Your Learn On as well. That's like a really old EP. Listen to Meet Me in St. Louis or Lewis, however you say it. Very good band as well. You got This Town Needs Guns, of course. Crash at Rhinos. Recently I said the band Holding Patterns. Check them out. They're not really math rock, but really awesome band nonetheless. Yeah. And then you got all your big obvious ones. I really like Terra Melis and Don Caballero and stuff like that. So recommend those. But yeah, if you got any recommendations, everyone, let's leave some for a nobody. You can have some recommendations for a nobody. Deep Loss says you should do a math rock BTS cover. No, thank you. I really can't stand K-pop music, so. Deep Loss says tips for playing tuplets and odd time signatures like 19, 16, or 7, 8. I think you're just going too much into detail there. Just try and write something that doesn't involve using tuplets, I'd say, in those time signatures. Bodo asks, any bands you like from here in Japan? What do you mean? Any bands you like from here in Japan? What do you mean? What bands I like from Japan, does that mean? I recommend you check out Eep. Just gonna grab this from up here. This one's a band called Locto, and I don't know, this album's called Geo. And we played with them in Tokyo, and yeah, with the first time we went there as well, we played with them. But really friendly bands, really awesome band, Locto. Another band called Agatha. Check out Agatha as well. Really, really awesome band. Obviously, you got your big ones like Light and Toe and Trico. Any more off the top of my head? But yeah, a load of Japanese bands I like. It's like you got the different styles. You got the American style of math rock, so it can be quite surfy and very dissonant in some cases, and very much more freer in feel, I'd say. And then you got like the British kind of math, which is more like pop influenced and more indie style. It's definitely got that twists and turns to it. And then you got the Japanese style of math rock, which is all about that precision, right? And yeah, that's like the trinity of math rock styles, if you were to put it that way. But yeah, but I like bands from all three, of course. That's the beauty of it, right? Jason says he loves the videos. Thank you, Jason. So appreciate that. All right, we got a good question here. I think we got Manager Huang. Okay, he says, do you reckon learning a song very slowly over weeks is worth it in comparison to learning a bunch of easier stuff in the same time? Yeah. Well, there's a few things to that, especially what the song is. If it's a really difficult song very slowly, yeah. If it's something that's like quite, sculpted with lots of useful things to take from it, if it's something that was melodically written and it was the approach behind it was very theory based, then yeah, of course you're going to learn some good stuff from that. But what about if it's like really technical, but it's also like doesn't really do much? Probably not so useful. But yeah, obviously learning a difficult song very slowly and then building up the speed so you can play it is a very awesome thing to do, a very useful thing to do, right? You're definitely going to improve your technique and your playing that way, right? So highly recommend that. A bunch of easier stuff at the same time. Perhaps that's very useful, obviously, to get insight into how other artists and musicians write songs, right? So I'd always recommend that. Perhaps do both, but I think learning a difficult song is very rewarding, because especially when you can finally play it at full speed. But it's also very good because it really improves your technique if it's if it's a good enough song for you. But yeah, it's really up to you on that one. I've really got no verdict on that, but perhaps what I would say is try to do both, right? I'm very guilty of not learning many songs. I'm guilty of not learning many songs, if I'm honest, and I really should do that more often, because it's one of the best ways to get better at guitar, that's for sure, in my opinion. What do you think, everyone, to that? What do you think one of the best ways to improve a guitar? For finding new ideas and new ways of playing, definitely learning other songs. That really, really helps, I find. Especially you pick up like chords and stuff that you didn't think to use before. Deep Law's got a good idea. He says, since the new Mountain song is named Iridium for now, if you were to still name it that, it should name the songs that we write from the periodic table. I'm really down for that. I'm very geeky about that kind of thing, so that would be a fun idea. We're working on 2 others. The other one's actually called Friend, so yeah, there's no. Maybe I could change that. Is there a FR? Frasium or something like that in the periodic table? Could perhaps do that. So if IR for Iridium, FR, maybe if that is Frasium, I don't know if that's actually an element, one of the heavier ones. And unfortunately, other songs called Goodbye, and that's the Ali song. Do we have a GB element? No, GO. I've got a book with periodic table of elements over there. I'll take a look through that. It's a good question. Apostolin Triumph 57 says, what actually is your practice routine then? And how many hours do you practice a day? Practice routines is very mix and match. It's never the same, because it's changing every week what I'm working on. But what I do these days is, I haven't got the book but with me right now. Yeah, Jason says Frasium, that's right. Where are we? Again, Triumph, sorry. Yeah, I've got a Guthrie Govan book. I forgot what it's called now. But it's got loads of exercises and stuff for getting better at guitar and different techniques. And what I do is when I'm warming up, I'll pick 1 or 2 of those, and I'll use that as I'm warming up to, run through a scale in a certain way. That kind of going back and forth with alternate picking, sorry. I'll do something like that as part of my warm-up, so then I'm actually picking something up at the same time as I'm warming up, so I can combine the two, because I don't have a lot of time to practice, so that helps out. And where are we? Back to the question. Just practice routine, not warm-up routine, sorry. And then depending on what I'm working on, so sometimes I'll be working on finger tapping or something. Like this week I've been trying to do 4-string scale. So instead of doing, that kind of thing, 3 notes per string for like a major scale, I've been trying to do 4 instead. Like that. And then, slowly. This is quite hard in this position. I'm all having to hold the guitar up my arm. Yeah, so I've just been working on that kind of thing and thinking about how could I, use that later on to do some tapping stuff, make something quite interesting, right? Because now I know those where those notes are, right? That's not right, is it? I think so. Yeah, I was in the wrong place. Shows you how much I know that so far, right? So I'm just going to actually mess around with that with a 4 notes per string thing. I think that will come up with something quite interesting like that, and I'll do something like that. For the on and off. So I do it one day because I try not to just do the same thing every single day. Triumph, practicing, because it can get really stale and uninspiring to play guitar if I keep doing that. So one day I'll work on something, and then the next day I'll try and work on another thing. Like at the moment, I'm working my way through a book on chords, so I'll do that basically. And usually I don't practice very long. I'd say like an hour at most on that kind of thing, and then I'll work on video stuff, and I'll work on just actually playing and writing songs, because that's what I like doing the best. It's the most fun for me. If I did have more time, because I work full time, and then I only get to do this from like about 9 p.m. at night to like about 12 every night, so I get about 3 hours in every day pretty much. But yeah, I also got to make videos and stuff in that time as well, so that cuts into it, unfortunately. I wish I could take a guitar to work, like on these little compact things, and whittle away in the office when no one's looking, but yeah, fortunately not. So I do my best to, like I said, I'll just try and study what I can when I can't play guitar, theory, or I got like a listening ear training app on my phone. I'll do that as well, like trying to play the note, then sing the next note, and all these kind of things to train my ear. So that's always something you can do when you can't, have access to practice on your guitar. So you can just train your ears and stuff instead, or just learn a bit more about theory. So I recommend that too. Gone on a bit of tangent there, but hopefully that'll help you out. Manager Hank says, thanks for the advice. You're welcome. I'm only 2 years in, but I think I'll try and work on some easier stuff. Yeah, perhaps at that stage, just work on your technique and learn some songs. It definitely really helps learning songs, for sure, at that time as well. Bishop says, I switched tuning so much that I never really learned songs by other bands. Yeah, just noodle with something and sort of sticks. Yeah, that's okay, of course, but try to perhaps learn something in those tunings, especially, there's so many bands that use different tunings now, especially if you work stuff out by ear, but it is a difficult one, a tricky one, I should say, using other tunings, because, your knowledge of where major scales and minor scales are and where chords are and stuff, you find yourself playing chords and you actually look at the notes you're using. It's like, I'm using 3 A notes there, these kind of things, right? So it's not till you look at it, you don't realize what you're using. So okay. All right. Noriel, Yosef's here. Says, what's calculating? I'll give you one of these. I'll give you a calculator there. Hope you enjoy that calculator. Hey, that's good. Everyone's good. So, all right. What we got? Sergo. He asks, what do you do if a patch cable is cutting your pedal in and out at a gig? Do you just unplug it and resume playing? Yeah, I've had a couple of times. I didn't really use pedals so much in the start with mountains, but I've had a few times where, bloody cable just stops, craps out on you. And all I do in that case, if it's mid-song, I'll just literally take it out of the tuner and just shove it straight into the amp, and just wait till I get to the end of the song to obviously tweak it and try and mess around with it. But you start to, if you don't keep it cool, then you start to panic, like, what's going wrong? And then it just, it can throw off your whole show. And it, you suddenly feel really nervous and you feel very exposed all of a sudden. So that kind of thing's never fun, for sure. I always carry a few spare patches around me, but the problem is finding out which one cut out as well, right? So that's never fun. And it can also be a pedal as well, which is never fun as well. So, but obviously there's things you can do to try and help. But in that case, if you're like mid-song, I wouldn't recommend just getting down on your knees and trying to mess around with it. Unless if you're in a big band where you're not like the main focus, then I guess you could. But if you're the rhythm and lead guitarist or whatever you want to call it, and you're doing singing or something, then you really just want to just take that, just use your one lead and just shove it straight into the amplifier. And if you're using gain or something, just with a pedal, then just obviously switch over to the overdrive channel on amp if it's got one, which most amplifiers do. So Bishop says, guess on the topic of tunings, what are you using lately? I've been jumping between B, B, E, F sharp, E, F sharp, C, G, D, C, G, C, D. Okay. Oh, I never heard of B, B, E, F sharp, E, F sharp. What the hell's that? B, B, so B, C, D, E. So you got a fourth on there. And then E to F, so that's a second. That's an interesting tuning. I've played a few songs in C, G, D, G, C, D before. And D, A, E, G, A, E, I've never tried that one. So tunings, I like to play in standard. That's going to be honest there. I do dabble in other tunings. Like I said, I got that Squire Affinity telly to put into other tunings, and that's in the living room, and I just have it next to the sofa and I whittle about on that when I'm in there. Oops. But yeah, I'm mostly just playing standard. That's where I'm most familiar with. I'll leave all the alternative tunings to other people. All right. Bro Fister Productions. Wow. That's a great name. He says, hello, thanks for inspiring me to play math rock. Became my favorite genre. Well, that's awesome to hear, right? We got someone new. That's what I'm hoping this channel does, is make math rock more mainstream, I guess. So that's great to hear. Thanks. Jojo says, can I improve my math rock style with a loop pedal? Loop pedal's always great. Obviously, you can, if you're looking to work ideas on top of an idea you already have, then a loop pedal's fantastic for that. But also, it's very good for practicing, giving yourself a bit of context when you're using scales and stuff. Because if you're just playing like a G major scale, if you just put like, that on the loop, you have just like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you click the loop, and then the loop's going do, 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 do. At least you can go. You'd have that G chord also. So your ear could relate to the scale playing. Let's do it with E, so I can do the ringing open now. So you got something, your ears relating to that, that chord then. So that a loop is especially great for that. And I do have a loop pedal. But I think I need to get it down on the floor again, because obviously it's hard to do this and press the loop and get it in time. So yeah, I do use it for that kind of thing. And I've got this NuX drum and loop pedal. So you can put, it's not plugged in at the moment, otherwise I would show you. But you can do drums and stuff on it as well, so at least you got something to like a backing track to jam along to. So yeah, it's definitely, a loop pedal is great as well, especially for practicing harmonies. You could do like a riff, and then you could do the because I got that Trivium riff. You could put that into the looper and play the harmony on top. The third harmony on top like that. So that's one way to hear if how the harmony sounds, if it sounds good. Also, it's very good for working out obviously two guitar parts and stuff as well. Or if you want to loop a bass line or something as well on the lower strings there, and obviously play over the top of that. So it's got tons of uses. It's an essential one to have, and everybody should have a ditto looper in that case. That's probably the best one for such a small enclosure. But yeah, the Boss RC1, RC3, and they do like RC10 as well, the giant one. And then I got the newest one, right? The later range of them too. So a very useful tool, that's for sure. All right, so I hope that helped you. DAE, yeah, the Sego says the DAEA C# E gang. Yeah, that was another fun tuning. Hey, Fabulous Killjoy's here. What's up? Good to see you here. You're not that late. Got another 10 minutes or so and I'll be off, so bananas in pajamas. Bishop says it's almost midnight. Hey, where are you in the world then? You must be on this side of the world. Oh, Brofist is from Singapore. Ah, okay. Favorite forest songs? Oh, how's Leaving coming along from the newest one, Spending Eternity in a Japanese Convenience Store. I just did a top 5 math rock records for 2019 with Ali earlier, I was saying at the start, and both of us have got that record on there, so spoiler alert, but yeah, that one's on there. Yeah, such a fun album. And off their first, well, it's not the first record because they had the EP, but the one before, so many good tracks on that one as well. But yeah. Hey, everybody's in Singapore today. Look at this. All right. Okay, where are we going? Okay. Bishop G, where do you live? Okay. So Bishop's in Japan then, Hokkaido. Okay. So yeah, same time zone as Korea then. That makes sense then. Fabulous Killjoy's he's from Tennessee. There we go. Everyone's having a conversation back and forth here. Yes, it's early in America at the moment. What time is it? On the West Coast, it must be what? 7 a.m.? 8 a.m. now? On the East Coast, it's about 10, right? Hey, Joel's here. Greetings from now. Joel's 2 hours behind, so what's it that for him? Coming up to 10 o'clock, I guess, eh? From the Midwest emo. Been practicing doing my minor 7 chords like that these days. Instead of using my thumb. Very jazzer style. Sorry, I have to show your messages if you put like tags or swear words and stuff. Sorry, so just going through there. There we go. Just approving all this. Hey, there's suddenly a lot of people here now. Awesome. Okay, where were we? All right, Tennessee, greetings from Nam. Joel's here. I am not Korean, but I live in Korea, hence the Korean flag. Just put that there this week, so when people stop asking where I am, you can see where I am now. So, the guy from Costa Rica, Joseph, says, "Please don't bully me. We won't be bullying here." KZKTKO says, "Always look forward to your posts from Japan." Oh, well, thank you. That's great. Yeah, Matthew says it is 10 on the East Coast. It's lovely to hear in the morning. Your Saturday's just started. Mine is finishing, unfortunately. Hey, Anus Repairman's in the house. Hey, Steve, how are you? I am doing fine, thank you. I had a great day today. It's been very musical based, so it's always good fun. Deep Losses, Anus Repairman is here too. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. I could probably plug the old Discord server we have available. So you do get that part of the channel membership, or if you do go over on Patreon as well, support me there, you can get access to the Discord server we have there, where we talk about all things math rock. Alright, there's some links down below somewhere for that, I guess, in the description. I'm not very good at promoting myself, that's what I've come to realize. Alright, Jason says, I'm a big guitar noob. Nothing wrong with that. We've all got to start somewhere, right? Been practicing tapping a lot and have issues keeping volumes consistent between picking and tapping and pull-offs. Yeah, I think that's just natural because obviously that's stronger than, you know. Let's find something that sounds nice first. You're not pulling off with the same force with your hands. It's all about controlling your dynamics, of course, and that comes with time and patience and practice. Let's do something that I actually know. Like... what I like to do with a pick... Apologize, I can't play guitar very well when I'm holding it like this, but you get the gist. That's I'm not using the compressor, by the way, but I'll put one on now and we'll try the same thing again. So it makes it much more dynamically even, right? That's a bit much compression than I would usually use. Let's play it on clean. It's very squashed at the moment, right? Things like obviously playing on the, the neck pickup is going to make things sound much more pronounced. Yeah, but that's... if you're looking for something to practice... let's get the compressor off, otherwise you're just going to hear buzzing constantly. Something like this, so running from the 5th fret. Always use your index finger to help mute unwanted string ring, otherwise you get like, something like... you get that, the ring underneath, right? If you're using this to mute as best as you can, makes it sound less unwanted underneath harmonics on that basically. So run up from the 5th fret there, and then bring up your strumming hand here. And try to practice, because I'm not using the compressor here, just to give you an idea. Try, because if you're using a compressor, it's much harder to work out, where you're not hitting as evenly, right? So just run up like that from the 5th fret. And a tip for a little finger, because my little finger is very small and weedy. I like to put my ring finger on top. Oh, sorry, hit the mic. And tap down like that instead. If you can, I don't know if you can see that. Something like that. And it's good to anchor your thumb under here as well. That definitely helps. But if you're using a pick and fingers, then you can't anchor your thumb, so things become a bit harder to control, because your arms, floating that way. I haven't played that riff for so long, I forgot it. There we go. Because I play it different in that Santa Claus one, so what was it? Something like that. Tapping at the same time like that is really mind-boggling. And then I move it. Yeah, getting your head around that's always hard. Another thing for tapping as well is if it's a 2-piece of tapping, separate the hands if it's 2-hand tapping. So learn the master one hand and then do the other hand, work out that part, and then combine them. That's definitely a good tip for tapping there. So I hope there's some useful information on there. But keeping volumes consistent is part of just improving your technique. And picking and tapping, that one's a tough one, because obviously the picking is always louder than the tapping as well. So like I said, a compressor can help with that, with pull-offs. What you can do is, instead of really digging into the chord, play the chord softer, so it's not such a dynamic difference. That would definitely help with that kind of thing. But obviously that's quite hard to do, especially keeping it in mind, because it's just much more natural to just bash everything, right? So all right, where were we? Okay, so Ryan asked what tuning I'm in. I'm in standard. Sounds like Fall of Troy. Okay, whatever I played, that sounds great. Yes, I've heard of Tartara. Really good band. Really good band. Please check them out if you haven't heard of them before. Band Dance Gavin Dance. I've only listened to them once, and I think if I was 10 years younger, that would have been right up my street with the music I was listening to at the time. But yeah, I didn't really enjoy it so much, but I need to give it another chance. If you recommend a song I should check out, that would help me. Thank you. Anus Repairman says he got his Warden compressor. He was talking about getting one, so but he hasn't been able to plug it in yet because of time and work. But you'll enjoy that one for sure. All right. Matthew says Dance Gavin Dance is one of his. Okay, all right. I need to check them out more. I need to give them more of a chance. Yeah, Jason says he hadn't thought of muting when tapping. Yeah, that's one thing. Obviously, if you're doing with this hand, like I did when I did I was having that there to obviously mute, you see. Otherwise, so you're getting all that unwanted string ring. And obviously, if you put your hand here, you're not getting any sound, right? So everyone thinks I'm showing off by putting my hand here or something. But yeah, it's literally to mute the unwanted string ring. You know, you can play that. Obviously with two-handed tapping, but Ian plays it with one hand, so that's what I did. So now I can't get my mind around playing it with two hands because I've played it with one hand for so long. Alright, so I'm going to have to get going soon. It is 8 minutes past the hour of midnight. I'm quite tired. It's been a long day, so this is really good fun. Like last week I couldn't do it because I had a pretty nasty cold, but I'm almost over that now, so that's always good news, right? So problem is I'll get like a cold and then I'll get a sore throat, but then I have to teach, so I have to talk all day. So it's this vicious cycle of getting better, then next day ruining it. So that never helps. Bishop says, "Do you ever cross your hands whilst tapping?" No, I don't actually, but I'd like to try that at some point. Yeah, it looks very flashy, that's for sure. And I see Marcus does that a lot, Marcus Mina. So post show hangover, heinous repairman Scott. Yeah, I wish the time difference wasn't so bad. So every time I get like the time I need to go, everyone starts chiming in. So, but like I mentioned earlier, I do have channel memberships now, and you can get access to these little emojis that I made. So I've got the American Football House, like I said, which is always a great one to have, right? And like I said, I got calculator, but I need to give it a clear background because it's got the white one at the moment. So. Deep losses, can we just take a second to appreciate how passionate Steve is in math rock? Well, thank you very much. I am and I aren't. I do like lots of other styles of music too, but predominantly emo and math rock though. So yeah, maybe not so much. If that's everything, if we've got any more questions, I think I'll get going. I might play some Resident Evil 2 before going to bed, but then I'll probably have nightmares if I do that. Has anyone actually played that in here? Because I'm no good with horror games. I find them fascinating, but I can only play them in short bursts because I just I get too involved, like I'm actually in that situation. So yeah. So and then got the rest of Sunday to enjoy, of course. So if that's everything, I'll leave it there for today. For this evening, and I'll be back. Hopefully, I won't be back next Saturday because I'm got a guitar lesson. Well, I'm teaching a guitar lesson, I should say, on a Saturday night. So the next live stream will probably be the Saturday after, or I might do it on the Sunday, depending how I feel. So, and Anus Repem says horror games are not my bag. Yeah, me too. But I find them fascinating. That's the unfortunate thing. Good game. Yeah, good band. Best math rock band in my opinion, Shannon plus Kyle. Well, I don't think the music's not a competition. That's for one thing. And like I said, it always changes what I'm listening to. Because if you ask me a year ago, I would say this band, or this year, say that band. But there's you like what you like, right? So let's just stick with that. Deep loss of Steve as a gamer, confirmed. I would be. I don't have time to play games, unfortunately, because I'm always making content for this, which is what I like to do. So it's always good fun. Jason says, good stream. Thank you very much. That's awesome to hear. I will be doing more of these. Now I'm rocking back and forth in my chair. Just a sign that I need to go. So thanks, Fabulous Killjoy. Thanks, Matthew. Borderlands 3. Very good, very good. Well, anyway, everyone, enjoy your weekends. And I'd like to say thanks to all the patrons of the channel as well. You guys and girls, seriously awesome. Give me lots of support. And I'm trying to hit my mark over on Patreon so I can upgrade all of my cameras, including this webcam. So and I've been using my phone for 3 years to make my videos, so I should really upgrade to a DSLR or a good camera for once. Thanks, Deep Lol. Yeah, so hopefully see you next Sunday. If not, it will be the Saturday after. Until then, take it easy, enjoy your weekends, and thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.